How about that? This guy, this guy right here is alive. On time live. Thank you very much. Yeah, sitting here, watching my Arsenal over here. It is a beautiful goal. Actually, beautiful cross and a beautiful goal. So we're in a good mood. So I figured I'm going to be sitting outside. I'm going to be watching Arsenal today, middle of the afternoon. And I was like, what do I want to do? Do I want to do a couple beer reviews, maybe go live later? I don't know. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do a live mystery beer. I haven't done a live mystery beer in quite some time. So I figured this would be a good time to do it. I'm actually going to turn this real quick, make sure my mic is on. It is. It looks it. So if my mic isn't working properly, let me know. I'm using this mic that I don't use a ton on live ones because sometimes it gives feedback, but I wanted to see if it worked again. And the shadows are very... I wish this YouTube part had a reticle for coloring and stuff like that, like really dark because the background's quite light. Anyway, we're going to be doing a live mystery beer. This comes courtesy of my boy Steven. Now, if you look really closely, you can kind of see through the label. I assure you, this has nothing to do with the beer. It's a weird wrapping. It is looks like something for dry cleaning is what is written on it. So that is not a tip-off of what the beer would be. So I have no idea what we're drinking. So anyway, let's pour a beer out here and see how this sucker goes. Ooh, fruit beer. I can see it. It just foamed out. Like strawberry quick. So we're dealing with a fruit beer here. So it comes from Steven. It's a fruit beer. What are we dealing with? Is it a New Park? Is it a Trillium? Is it, I literally got a fruit fly in it before we even poured the whole beer? All those things are involved right now. So it's kind of, let me scoot back a little bit. Let me scoot back. Oh, Thomas from Window Beer Reviews chiming in. See, it looks nice. It does look nice, doesn't it, brother? Thanks for tuning in over there in the UK. Go check his channel out. Does nice little reviews over there. Yeah, I mean, this just looks like a blueberry, raspberry fruit smoothie. No, I take that back. It's not a fruit smoothie beer. It doesn't look like it's one of those lactose, like super dense, thick, the Answer 450 North, that kind of thing going on. It looks more of an organic kind of fruit beer. That's why I kind of leaned into the kind of Trillium, New Parky kind of vibes with it. So yeah, definitely dealing with something of the fruited variety. Let's see if we can get a nose here. Man, that smells a lot like that daily serving I had the other day. Different kind of fruit base to it, but man, very similar on the nose. Daily serving from Trillium, it's their fruit beer series. I think it's like mid fours maybe or something like that, maybe low fives. And it's their kind of take on the fruited sour thing. Not really the crazy lactose version that I was talking about earlier, but still, man, it just looks and smells like, like a daily serving, man. Just rich. It's not raspberry. It's not blueberry. It's going to be something like boysenberry or something weird. It's going to be a red fruited berry that's neither raspberry nor blueberry. Some kind of, maybe even like a boysenberry pomegranate, something along those lines. I'm just kind of ripping out fucking random kind of red fruited kind of things going on. That's the way it kind of leans to me. It doesn't go into the blueberry. It doesn't go into like the raspberry realm for me. It's more of some kind of more, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's a little bit more, I guess acidic would be the word. Even though it's not an overly acidic beer, the fruit smells like it has a subtle acidity to it, if that makes any sense. Not much as far as sweetness, not much as far as bitterness going on. It really is just that fruit forward, but you do get that nice kind of malty graininess to it, so you know it's a beer. It's not coming off as just straight up fruit. So, yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. Thomas says cranberry. Could be. I don't think so on a taste. I don't know. You might be right, Thomas. It might be cranberry because it comes off as that slightly acidic kind of fruitiness. And I'm not going wild over the way the fruit is presented, and I'm not a big cranberry guy. I think he talked me into it, actually. So yeah, it has that red fruit, that line of berry fruit, but a subtle acidity, like Thomas brought up, kind of like a cranberry thing. Again, we're not getting heavily sweet here. It's got this softness to it, this creaminess to it, without being overly sweet. So I assume there's a heavily wheat slash oat kind of addition to it, because it's definitely not coming from any lactose. And then there's a little bit of kind of bittering, but it's more the bittering you get from fruit than hops, even though there is a subtle kind of earthy, kind of tannic tea-like kind of bittering, which is probably coming from hops, or if it's, coming from, underripened fruit and stuff like that, that could be the case. But it drinks really, really nice. I mean, even though it's not my favorite kind of fruit combination, whatever it may be, and now I'm kind of leaning heavily into the kind of cranberry area that Thomas brought up. It's good though. It's really good. It's refreshing. Like I'm sitting out here. It's a summer day. I forgot to bring water out for me. So I kind of want something drinkable, like kind of quenching, thirst quenching. And even though this doesn't land in that kind of fruit that I usually typically love, it's giving me that kind of thirst quenching kind of fruitiness that I dig, but still staying in the realm of beer. So yeah, I can't call it the fruit. Now I got cranberry stuck in my head. That's what happens when you do these live mystery beers and someone says something you can't get out of your own brain. But I think there's more than one fruit in here. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's singular. So what is this? This is a 4.8% sour fruit ale. I mean, it's daily serving. It's a blender. I don't think it's blender from New Park, because those tend to come off a little bit more kind of sweet for me. But it's in that ilk. I would lean into the kind of daily serving, and it smells really good. Tastes really good. Really kind of, just like I said, kind of thirst quenching. No, Thomas, don't be sorry about putting that stuff in my head, brother. It's all cool. I'm making fun of me. I'm not kind of admonishing you about that. But yeah, I like it. I dig it. Mika, what do you think? Mika, you want to smell that, babe? Mika doesn't want to smell it. I thought she was gonna. But yeah. So 4.5%, 4.8%. It's Trillium daily serving, and Thomas got me thinking cranberry. I'm gonna go pomegranate. It's not. It's from Foundation Brewing. So there you go. So I was wrong on that. What is it? Purple Berry Jam Tart Fruit Ale from Foundation Brewing. Let's see. This is Pilsner, and it's blackberry, blueberry, and lactose. There's lactose in this. I did not think there was going to be lactose in this beer. The combination of blackberry and blueberry does kind of make sense, because it wasn't necessarily blueberry, it wasn't necessarily like blackberry. It was somewhere floating in between. That's why I was kind of thinking those other notes. The lactose part of this beer, that's where I'm really surprised. And not just surprised, but pleasantly surprised, because what it's doing is it's giving me a soft lactose thing that ends up being like a third or fourth player in the beer, and makes it really, really tasty. It doesn't get like too sweet, too overly kind of vanilla, or kind of overtly sweet. It's just kind of softens the beer a little bit, doesn't add a ton of sweetness to it, and just makes it a really tasty beer. This is a fun beer. Thank you very much, Steven, for dropping this off. Yeah, what's the ABV? Did I get close on that at least? Maine farmers provided part of the grist used in this product. Am I completely missing the ABV? I don't see one. Tart fruit ale. It might be on the bottom. I don't think so. It says purple berry jam is a kettle soured ale with lactose and fermented with blackberries and blueberries. No ABV. Unless I'm completely missing it, but I don't see it in here. So I'm gonna have to look it up for you guys, or you're gonna have to look it up for yourself, because I'm using my phone right now to film, and my iPad's doing soccer over here. So yeah, that was a fun little mystery beer. Let's talk about it. This is one of the better fruit beers that I've had as of late. Yeah, I dig it. I mean, I was totally in on it not containing like blueberry. I'm not a big fan of blackberries, but blueberry, usually when some blueberries in something, I'm all in, because it's like one of my favorite fruits in the history of mankind. But it was tasty nonetheless. Like I said, I wanted this kind of thirst quenching kind of beverage, and that's what I got here in very, very, very tasty fashion. So it's up there with one of the Tart ones. It's not King Shit Fuck Mountain, but what beers are? Valued availability. Foundation actually sees distribution here in Jersey, so I don't know if this is something that hits the shelves out here. Their price points are typically pretty decent, especially being a small brewery coming all the way down here in Jersey. I see a lot of their beers running between $14 and $18 a 4-pack, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like those new school fruit forward sour tart ales, but not the lactose kind of craziness. Like the Blender, Trillium, their daily serving, those kind of, not the 450 North, those kind of fruit smoothie beers. If you dig these fruit forward kettle sours, you'll dig this because it's pretty tasty stuff. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely didn't land on the fruit portion of the show, but I'm pretty sure I got the ABV spot on. We'll have to find out after this, but there you go. A little bit of live mystery beer in the books when I watch a little bit of footy. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of mystery beer Saka right now. And yeah, hopefully see you guys next time. Oh, gotta do the old cheers thing first. Cheers. Man, that's good.